Good morning, friends. Happy Monday to all of you. President Biden must take executive action very soon. As the president's approval rating continues to drop, the Biden administration is trying to come up with new ways to get more financial relief to millions of Americans. President Biden has already put forward a new social spending plan. So, dear friends, please make sure you watch until the end of this video for the latest news and information. I will be giving away a $75 Walmart gift card 4 days a week. To enter these giveaways, please make sure you click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chance of winning the giveaway.
But of course, home price appreciation is not occurring in a vacuum. Inflation in the Biden economy is broad-based and severe. And despite promises to the contrary from the president and his advisors, inflation fueled by reckless spending and lax monetary policy has been an enduring phenomenon. Adjusted for inflation, wages have fallen almost every month since President Biden took office. The average American real wages have fallen by 5%. It's been even worse for blue-collar workers. So it should come as no surprise that homeownership, like most goods and services, have become increasingly unaffordable. And with respect to home housing specifically, demand far outpaces supply in many, many regions. Why is this happening? And why isn't the housing market naturally correcting these imbalances? I'd point to some bad policy decisions, especially those made by this administration and some of my Democratic colleagues. During COVID, the federal government made a number of mistakes. $80 billion went to rental assistance, vouchers, and other housing subsidies, and that's $80 billion above and beyond the hundreds of billions in ordinary housing subsidies we spend every year, and a significant sum of that remains still unspent. The administration and Democrats in Congress dropped hundreds of billions of dollars, essentially helicopter money, to stimulate an already strong economy. They also unnecessarily extended and expanded foreclosure and eviction moratoria. Outside of the COVID emergency, the number and cost of housing subsidies boggles the mind. We provide tax breaks such as the mortgage interest and PMI deductions, capital gains exclusions on home sales, tax deduction on local property taxes, low-income housing tax credit. We subsidize mortgages with GSE security guarantees, FHA, VA, and USDA mortgage insurance, and Ginnie Mae MBS guarantees, down payment assistance programs. We have an overlapping array of HUD and USDA programs, including project-based rental assistance, tenant-based rental assistance, public housing funding, Section 202 housing for the elderly, Section 811 housing for persons with disabilities, Section 521 rural rental housing, CDBG, home block grant, homelessness assistance. It's unbelievable. And it's a fact that the vast majority of the massive government support in housing subsidizes demand rather than supply. And even more amazingly, all this spending hasn't meaningfully changed homeownership rates over the decades, nor narrowed the racial homeownership gap. In 1970, 52 years ago, the homeownership rate in America was 64%. Today, hundreds of billions, maybe trillions of dollars later, it's 65%. And black home ownership levels are almost the same as when the Fair Housing Act was passed in 1968. These government policies have run up a lot of debt.
President Biden touted falling gas prices in a series of tweets over the weekend, as the national average for a gallon of gas fell below $4.50. According to AAA, the national average for a gallon of gas is now $4.36. That is down from a high of $5 a gallon just last month. President Biden, who is struggling with slumping approval ratings, tweeted first on Friday that gas prices fell 60 cents over the past 38 days, marking the fifth straight week of decline. He followed that up with a tweet on Sunday, noting it was now 65 cents over 40 days. The president wrote also in a Twitter post, "I grew up in a family where if the price of gas went up, we felt it. Gas prices have dropped since mid-June and should continue to come down in the days and weeks ahead. I know those extra dollars and cents mean something." Gas prices have soared since last year, reaching record highs over the spring and summer. and then climbing above $6 a gallon in such states as California, Hawaii, Alaska, Nevada, and Washington. Biden's approval ratings have tumbled to around 39%, in part due to frustration with inflation, as Republicans seize on the economic woes ahead of the November midterm elections. The Biden administration has largely blamed supply chain disruptions and oil companies for the high gas prices and inflation spikes. President Biden also stated, with oil prices coming down 20% from June highs, it is unacceptable that prices at the pump have only come down by half as much. It is time for oil and gas companies to pass these lower costs on to Americans. In a press release last week, AAA said West Texas Intermediate crude oil fell to $102.26. That is down from a high of $109 per barrel over the spring. Demand for gas only slightly increased last week and was closer to July 2020 levels. AAA noted that at the same time, the number of crude oil barrels jumped by 3.5 million barrels to a total of 228 million barrels, which is signaling that low demand led to growth in inventory last week. The organization's analyst stated, if gas demand remains low as stocks increase, alongside a continued reduction in crude prices, drivers will likely see pump prices decline. Biden on Saturday said that the falling gas prices have saved the average American about $30 a month. So friends, please let me know what the price of a gallon of gas is in your city. Democratic leaders are continuing to scramble for ways to provide real-time relief for exasperated consumers. In late June, President Biden asked Congress to take action for the American people. An estimated cost of $10 billion, Biden wanted to suspend the 18 cents per gallon federal gas tax for 3 months, and he asked states to also do the same with their own taxes. Democratic Representative Madeleine Dean said that President Biden's objectives are on target, but like many Democrats, she is very doubtful that the consumer benefits would be anything but paltry. Big Oil has used its excess billions in profit to shower CEOs and shareholders with cash, instead of providing lower gas prices to Americans, all while refusing to increase production to help reduce gas costs. And as a result, millions of Americans are continuing to face record levels at the gas pump. That is the end of my daily stimulus update video, friends. Thank you so much for joining me here this Monday. The winner of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Liz H. Please check your notifications page and send me an email, or you can message me on my Facebook page to claim your gift card. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and blessed Monday.